The next story and song about breakthrough is a story of freedom. In my early 20s, after I came back to the church and back to God, I still carried a lot of shame. And one day the pastor announced that he was doing a sermon series called Tell Me Your Story. And he asked people to reach out to him if they wanted to share their testimony with the congregation. And in that instance, I knew that God was calling me to tell my story, to share my secrets, to share my hidden shame. So out of gratitude to God and out of desperation that I'd not fall away from him again, I said yes. And I got up in front of the whole congregation and I told my story, that the reason that I had turned from God for all those years was because I had been raped. I had been raped. And no matter how many times I said to myself that it wasn't my fault, I felt such shame. I felt that the stain couldn't wash away. And I told of how that shame had led me to try to end my life twice, consuming so much alcohol that my body began to shut down. And I told of how God reached out to me, of how he loved me anyway, and of how he called me back to him. I had thought God was calling me to share the story to help others, so that they would know that God loved them no matter what. And that was true. But after I shared my story, I had a breakthrough. I realized that by shining a light in the darkest corners of my life, I had been set free. I didn't feel embarrassed or afraid. I felt redeemed. And I realized that God's love is so much greater than anything that we have faced or will ever face. I finished my testimony by sharing a song of a woman who felt so unworthy, but had the courage to pour out everything she had at Jesus' feet, and that Jesus forgave her and healed her.
As she made her way to Jesus, she stumbled through the tears that made her blind. And she felt such pain, and some spoke in anger, heard folks whisper, there's no place here for her kind. Still on she came, through the shame that flushed her face, till at last she knelt before his feet. And though she spoke no words, everything she said was heard, as she poured her love for the Master from her box of alabaster. On him like oil from Mary's alabaster box. And don't be angry if I wash his feet with my tears and dry them with my hair. You weren't there the night he found me, and you did not feel what I felt when he wrapped his loving arms around me. And you don't know the cost of the oil in my alabaster box. I can't forget the way life used to be. I was a prisoner to the sin that had me bound. I spent my days pouring my life without measure into a little treasure box